friend that died. I was close with him, but there was another friend of mine. He was like best friends with him. Both of them were Chris. Both Chris and Chris. So Chris, who's alive, I reached out to him. I tell him the story, like, just so like, uh, prayed for Chris for quite some time. I think through my addiction, he's become my guardian angel. Look down on me and help me out. He's like, fine. I'll reach out here. So I reached out to her on Facebook, and me and her went out to dinner. And I got to tell her that. That was just like such a beautiful moment. And like, we just had dinner. It's the only time I saw her. So, I saw her when we were 18 or 17 at the funeral. And then fast forward, I was 5 years sober, so 12 years later. She told me something where she said, Matt, you don't know how much that means to me that someone still talks to my son, prays for my son. And to me, again, we don't know what we're doing, but that's like putting the good out there. She came to one of my anniversaries one year, and it was really cool, and another thing I did, my first DUI, I got a ticket, whatever the cop's number, the bad number. I got to go to that precinct, meet him, and thank him for what he did, which was a really cool moment too. And then fast forward, right? A couple years later, I get into a car accident, but it's not my fault. Completely not my fault, whatever. Cop comes. She's like, let's call the police. Call the police. Cop comes, takes her story, takes my story, and he's like, dude, you're familiar, but why are you familiar? And he goes to his car. He comes back. He's like, holy, you're the dude that came and thanked me. He said, he said, go home. I got this.